The Lottery Bible for October 2025. This is a lottery prediction sheet for pick 3, pick 4, 3-digit, 4-digit lottery. They do give you some lotto numbers here and numbers you could possibly use for Mega Million or Powerball. So make sure you guys are following, subscribe, and hit the notifications so when we drop videos, you guys are alerted. So as we see right here on the front, says we have the stars for the serious players as usual, because this one goes a little bit more in depth than some of the other lottery prediction sheets. So as you see right here on the front, we have 810, 398, 590, and 738. So I'm looking right here. Like I said, always the method is they try to give you combinations to play. So you see right here, you got 738. You got a 3 and an 8 here. So the two different numbers here is the 7 and the 9. Same with here. You have 590, then you have 810. So you can kind of see like these aren't, you got the two zeros, but the two front numbers are different. So the numbers on the front of the book, what I like to say is like some of the best numbers to play. That's why they're on the front. Then you right here, you have all these numbers in orange right here. You got 511, 210, 878, 694, 919, and this is it for the front right here. So you can still kind of pair some of these numbers up with what you see here. Like you got 738 and then you got 878. This is why all the numbers here on the front. All right. So as we open this up, we have what we call the Lottery Bible. We have the stars. So you see all these numbers have stars right here. Just for the newbies, I know some of the returning viewers see right here. This pretty much tell you, check the numbers, see if the numbers you're playing have already been drawn in your state's lottery. Of course, this is good for all U.S. states. But then it says right here, if you check a couple numbers and make sure they're not off, playing too far. Basically, sum it up. If you want to read it, you can. It's just saying like the numbers here with the asterisk means that these are more likely to fall, and then the one star or the asterisk, whatever you want to call it, those are numbers you still should be playing right there. So it tells you right here. So they're bound to hit. That's probably why they had them right there. So as we go right here, and you can see the numbers here in this column. I won't read all of them as usual because it's too many. I just want to say, entertainment purposes only, none of these numbers are guaranteed to fall in any of the state's lottery. But numbers can fall anywhere, but just want to let you guys know. So definitely try not to spend more than you can afford to lose. So right here, 487 has a double star right here. You have 865 have a star. And you have 063 for a star. So as I always say, just because it doesn't have a star doesn't mean it's not going to fall. So you got 063, then you got 683. So as you can see, they're trying to already give you the combinations to play. So I would definitely play these. First, I would look it up. And how you do that is you go to your state's lottery, go to pick 3, then you look at past draws, and you can do it. In my state, you can do it 30, 60, 90, or 180 days. So I would look up and see if this number fell midday or evening. If none of them fell, then I'm good to play it the way they have it. But just say 389 or 386 came, I still could play 683 because it still happened fail that way. But if you've already played it that way, then you can move on to some more numbers right here. All right, moving on to the next row. You have 045 at the star. Then you have that 267 in row 2 right here. So then you got 289 had double stars, and then you got 2963 right here. So definitely good combination of numbers there. You have 419, and 417 in here. So it's only off one number. Then at the top, you see we have 604 have a star as well. So 604, then you got 674 right up in there. Next row over, we got 410, 817, and 695 right there. So it doesn't matter if it's double star or star. They're saying the double stars are more likely to fall before the single star ones, but like I told you, there's no guarantee. I've seen numbers, those stars even fell on here, and some of these have failed more than those. So that's why I try to be transparent with you guys, just so you can be aware and play wisely. All right, so next up, row right here, we got 413, 851, and 408. We come down a little bit at the bottom, you got 681 and 456 there. So definitely combinations here. We move on to the next row. We got 481 at the very top, and then 435. So if you look 435, and then you got the 4 and the 5 right here as well. So you compare those together, then you got 681 and 481. So you can see how in conjunction how these two numbers are, only one is off. So all right, moving on to the next row, you have 279 in that row, and then you got 263. All right, moving over to the next row, we have right up in here, start at the bottom on this one, we got 806, 207, 862. And going up from there, from 862, you have 940, 375, and then you have 825. So a lot of combinations in this row that you can use. All right, we go over to the second to last row at the top. You got 076, and you got 076, and then you still got a 609 as well in this row. Just because it don't have a star, again, you can still play that number. Then finally, in the last row, you got 749, 075, 056. So they both had a 0 and a 5 there. And then you got 648 here. So these is the section called We Have the Stars, which is probably one of the best sections for this because of these right here. So definitely keep an eye on these numbers here. All right, let's open it up. All right, so you have the winning numbers here from all the way from October 2024. Of course, this is the 3-digit pick 3 numbers from all the way from October 24. This is how I guess they could decide everything that fell from that year ago to now and what's more likely to fall again. So here's all your 3-digit numbers in here. You want to pause it or keep coming back, you can. I'm not reading all that, but we can go down to the bottom. Here's the 4-digit right up in here. So they give you 3-digit up top, 4-digit at the bottom, and you see they give you everything that fell. So you see on October 1st of last year, you should be seeing 9479. So it could fall again. Then again, it may not. But you see they also have it by state. So you know what state you're in. You see Georgia, Maryland, Illinois right here. See midday. EV is evening. MD obviously is midday. So you can see how FF is Florida. Then G, Georgia midday, Georgia evening. So we'll see if any of these fall back around come October 1st for midday or evening. All right, so we move over to the side here. As you can see, we have the Profits 4-digit picks right up in here. I'm not going to read all of these, but as you can see, these are the 4-digit picks right here. So you would just go through these rows, what I would do, and try to find the most in conjunction numbers that I can. Like I said, I go through here. You got 5457. So if we go, keep scrolling down, just to give you an example, this one has a 47 as well in here. What else we have? 6119. Then we can play that with the 4717. Then you also have the 6090, 3090. So you just always want to kind of be in conjunction with some of these numbers here. So make sure you decide what's best for you. All right, as you can see right here, the top lotto picks. So this is the lotto section. Both of them don't give you any for lotto, but this one actually gives you for lotto specifically. All right, so as you can see, you can go 6 numbers across. Lotto is 6 numbers, and you can keep going across these rows. You also can go in a diagonal going down, try to make combinations out of there. If you have a pick 5 in your state, you can go down here as well. Or sometime I'll take 4 corners, 1, 2, 3, 4, and maybe pick 2 in the middle, or just go something like that. You never know what you may come out of this lotto section area. So, all right. So the Zen Lucky Doubles at the bottom for the newbies that don't know. See, it always has two of the same numbers in here. See it 355, 2 5s. 515 is 2 5s. 997, 2 9s. 090, 2 9s. So doubles pay more in a lottery. Especially, you hit a straight box, the box will pay you a little bit more, at least in my state it does. I think it's like an extra $20 for like 50-cent box, dollar box, a little more. So definitely check this out. All right, and as we move up, we have the horoscope section here called the Lottery Bible Astrology. So as you can see, it starts with Libra with the 3-digit number to the left, and then your 4-digit number here on the right. So that's for Libra. Of course, guys, if you want to read all this, you can. I'm not going to read it, but we keep going down. Scorpio 369, 4-digit is 4570. Come down to Sagittarius right there, 579 for your 3-digit number, and then your 4-digit is 5778. Capricorn 536, 7096. Aquarius 239, 4-digit is 1840. Pisces 432, and then you go 2376. Aries 319, and then you have 1927. Go down to Taurus, you have 137 and 3409. Gemini 428, 9765. Cancer 105 and 0048. Leo 612, 3375. And finally Virgo 673 and 2214. So guys, you can figure out if you want to use these both for midday or evening, since it doesn't really specify. So if you want to play them both midday and evening for the 3-digit, then midday and evening for the 4-digit, that way you're covered. So just make sure you're playing what you can afford to lose. And that is the Lottery Bible. As you can see, there's nothing but advertisements there. Unfold it. And that's it right there. So definitely, guys, make sure you subscribe, share this with other people so they can also try to get the bag as well with these numbers for October. I'll catch you on the next video.